go to school for nursing, or did you go just to get certified?
I went to college for
What
nursing.
college?
I went to a number of colleges, actually. I went to the University of Maine at Farmington. I went to Middlesex Community College, and I finished at the University of Lowell.
How long did that take you?
It's supposed to take 4 years, but it took me a little longer.
How long?
All total, it took me about 6 years because I ended up changing majors.
Oh, gosh.
Mhm.
What made you want to be a nurse?
I really love science and seemed to do well in it in school, and I like to take care of people, so it just seemed like a natural fit.
What are the most important lessons in your career?
I think the most important lesson is to trust your instincts, to trust your gut, and to realize that not everybody fits the same mold. What works for you might not work for you, and that we're all human, so we don't judge, and those are pretty important things.
Wait, did I just ask that? Okay. How do illnesses spread among school children?
I think the way illnesses spread the most among school children is lack of basic hygiene. Washing our hands, covering our mouth when we cough or sneeze. I also think it spreads easily because, especially as teenagers, you don't always have the best sleep habits or the best nutrition habits, so you're maybe a little bit more run down and more susceptible to things.
Okay, so what's the grossest case you had to deal with?
Here at this school, because I've been a nurse at another school as well, the grossest case, actually there was a young man who had a very high blood pressure, and he had a nosebleed that just would not stop, and he was bleeding and bleeding and bleeding, and we had a really hard time getting it under control. So that was probably, from a yuck factor, pretty high up there, but vomiting is also not that much fun.
Yeah. Have you ever had to send anyone to the hospital?
Quite frequently. We actually had to send that gentleman with the nosebleed to the hospital in an ambulance. We've had to send other students for asthma attacks, allergies, bee stings, all sorts of exciting stuff. Yeah.
That's so much fun.
It is fun. My job is very fun, actually.
Well, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
My name is Valerie. And I'm Maggie. And this is...
Mrs. Ober.
Yes. Thank you.
I try to stay healthy by walking every night
Yes.
and trying to eat very healthy. I drink lots of water, and I try to keep my stress level down, and I do yoga regularly too. And I have a dog, and my dog keeps me healthy too.
So the ways that I keep healthy are making sure that I have a balance between all the different areas of wellness. Physical, try to work out, try to eat healthy, try to get enough sleep, and I also try to keep my relationships with other people as healthy as they can be, being around my family and friends, and I also try to make certain behaviors into habits, because in order to improve your wellness or change anything that's a little unhealthy, they need to become habits, not just one-time things.
So the question was, how do I stay healthy? I try to stay active and exercise, but I also watch what I eat and make good decisions around food and drink, and try to keep lots of fun stuff in my life so that I also hit the social and the emotional aspect of my life. And it keeps me young, feeling good, and being around you guys. So that's it.
So my favorite meal is the Tuscan grilled chicken. It's just a chicken sandwich with some melted cheese with like tomatoes and has some marinara sauce on it. It's just really good and stuff like that.
Favorite meal is sushi.
My favorite food is Mexican food. Anything spicy.
My favorite dinner's gotta be a good steak dinner, medium rare, with potatoes, carrots, and broccoli, with plenty of butter and mushroom sauce.
My favorite meal, I think I have two. Ribs on the smoker, cooked like 8 hours, is delicious, or I love fried pork chops.
Meal is pizza. I love any type of pizza with peppers, pepperoni, but pizza is my favorite meal.
What's your favorite meal?
My favorite meal. Well, I love food, so all my meals are favorite. But personally, I like homemade pasta, spaghetti, homemade pasta with a homemade sauce.
Okay, the whoopie pie recipe. For the whoopie pies, what you use is Crisco. You use confectionery sugar. You use sugar. You use vanilla and flour. And for the filling, it is Crisco, Fluffernutter, confectionery sugar. First, you take all the dry ingredients of the cocoa powder and the flour and the sugar, and you just beat it all together, and you cook them at 425 degrees for 4 minutes each, and then they come out and they cool. Once they're all cooled, then you just can make the frosting, and you put them together, and everyone loves them. It's one of my favorite desserts.
My favorite dessert is creme brulee, and my favorite thing to cook, to bake, is apple pie. And I peel the apples and I mound them in the pie crust really high because they cook down, they make yummy juice. I also make the world's best pie crust, and my kids love it when they come home. I've got a yummy pie for Thanksgiving.
Favorite dessert, I'd say, is carrot cake. And something that I like to bake, that I've baked recently, would be a chocolate banana bread pudding. It was a whole lot of bread, ripped up into chunks with some milk, eggs, sugar, chocolate chips, and bananas all mushed up, and you just mix it all up, throw it in the pan, and bake away.
My favorite thing to make is a reservation, and I do that by simply dialing on my cell phone to the place I want to go for the type of food I want to have. My favorite dessert is peppermint stick ice cream.
Hi, my name is Valerie.
And I'm Maggie, and this is the What's Cooking part of our show. Today we have Miss Quinlan,
who will be interviewing today.
Okay, so when did you start cooking?
My grandparents had a working farm, so ever since I can remember, we've always been cooking something, whether it's canning or whatever. We have a large family, so we always got together and we did a lot of cooking.
Oh, cool. Wow. Why did you start cooking?
Well, because we all liked it so much. It was kind of a family thing we did together. You know, as I said, canning vegetables, having big families. We'd often have 15 people at dinner sometimes.
Oh, wow.
Okay, what's your favorite thing to cook?
My favorite,
Your favorite, meal to cook?
My favorite thing to cook, I love shepherd's pie. That's like my favorite all time.
Yeah.
And it's easy to make, and it's just good.
That's
cool.
Awesome. How long have you been cooking for?
I've been cooking since I was probably 10.
Cool.
10 years old.
Wow.
Did you go to college for cooking?
No, I didn't. I went to college to be a gym teacher. And then I got my bachelor's in sociology and my master's in special ed, and in between that I became a cooking teacher, and I love it.
What college did you go to?
I went to Plymouth State University and Salem State and Endicott College.
Oh, wow.
So
I live right near there.
Endicott?
Yeah.
I love Endicott. It's beautiful there.
Yeah.
It has like the pretty campus and everything.
Plymouth State's pretty nice too. If you like skiing and stuff. So they were all really good places, and it gave me a lot of experience and stuff. But most of my skills came from at home, and then learning the family and consumer science piece. So that's really where you start to do the education of cooking.
Oh wow, cool. So what made you think about cooking as being like part of your career?
Because it's fun. Because not only can you, it's fun. The kids like it. You get to interact with the kids and teach a life skill, and I mean you get paid to do it. I mean, how much more fun could that be?
Yeah.
Do you always cook at home?
Pretty much. We have dinners. We would always have family dinners. Not as much now that my kids have grown up, but on holidays and stuff, it's always at our house, and it's always a big deal. So.
Okay,
That's
cool.
awesome.
So that's a wrap. And thank you, Miss Quinlan.
Thank you
You're
for coming.
welcome. Anytime.
Cool.
Are we off camera?